Hey guys, welcome back to Urb'n Barz, where I like to give my reactions to hip hop from around the world. But guys, I have another passion, and that passion's been with me forever. And that passion is boxing. I've always been about boxing. I'm a boxing nerd, I'm a boxing nut, I'm a boxing encyclopedia. Boxing and me go together like you fill in the blanks, guys. But tonight, I'm kicking off a whole new set of boxing related reactions. And tonight, I'll be kicking off with the stare down. And that's the stare down. And I'll be reacting to the stare down between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, the Gypsy King and the Bomb Squad. And I'll be reacting to the stare down for their trilogy fight, which is due on July the 24th at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. And it's an important fight for both guys for many and various reasons. Anyway, guys, let's look at the stare down and let's look at Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, Bomb Squad.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming. I'm Christina Poncher. What we're going to do right now is have the fighters come up here for a photo op. Remember, the fight is going down Saturday, July 24th, live on pay-per-view from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And tickets are on sale now. You can go to axs.com and tmobilearena.com to get your tickets.
So that's Christina Poncher just introducing the two combatants and just let you know where you can buy and get your tickets.
It's an all heavyweight pay-per-view, all culminating in the main event with these two guys right here, Tyson Fury and Deontay.
So straight away you can see that's a psychological kind of thing there from Tyson Fury. I've watched Tyson Fury since I think his first or second professional fight. I have to admit, at the first time of watching him, the first few times, I didn't know whether he was serious or a joke or what, but I followed him. And do you know what? The first time that I really believed in Tyson Fury was his rematch. And it was his rematch fight with Del Boy, Derek Chisora. He dismantled him, took him apart. Because in the first fight, Del Boy came in overweight. He came in too heavy. So I thought, yeah, I wasn't 100% sold. But I was sold on the rematch. And ever since then, I've never betted against Tyson Fury. Never. Not even when he was retired. Trust me. Even when Tyson Fury was retired, I said he is the best fighter out there. Trust me. So you've got a little inkling of who I think is the best fighter on the planet as a heavyweight, but there you go. But watching Tyson Fury in this sort of setting, he does this each and every time, and it's not a game, it's not an act. It is Tyson Fury. He is a funny guy, and he will do the extraordinary where you think he'll do the ordinary. So right now he's in front of the whole world and he's just been Tyson Fury.
Wilder 3. Thank you for joining us. Deontay?
So guys, before we get to the actual stare down itself, I have a little comment to say about Deontay Wilder and wearing these headphones. So in the lead up to this, there was a 20-minute, 25-minute press conference presser between the principal parties. So that was the Fury camp and the Wilder camp, and where Christina Poncho was actually asking these guys to actually tell us a little bit about their training camps and what they think is going to happen in the fight, etc. But apart from the very start, when Deontay gave a 30-second piece, he had his headphones on the whole entire conference and he didn't answer any questions. They were all answered by Malik Scott, which is fair enough. But to me, I was a little bit disappointed with Deontay Wilder because he had his chance to really show people, yeah, you know, this rematch or this third fight between the two is going to be something special, blah, 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 blah. But he chose to just wear his headphones, not answer any questions, and the dark glasses as well. But it's not to say that he won't win on July the 24th, but it was a little bit disappointing as well. So at the press conference, what he should have done is answered a couple of questions and then he could have put his headphones on when Fury came to speak. But no, he had the headphones on the whole time. And to me, that was disappointing. shows a lack of respect in some ways as well. So there's a lot of people coming out to pay a lot of money to see these two guys fight. And yeah, I believe these two guys are going to give us one hell of a performance. But I was disappointed in Deontay Wilder, and in my opinion, if you watch it yourself, you'll see, I believe. Perhaps I'm wrong. Anyway, let's get to the stare down. Straight away, I saw a couple of things there. So Tyson visibly swallowed a few seconds before that. Then Deontay's eventually and finally and thankfully he's taken his glasses off, so he's now going to look deep into Tyson Fury's eyes. The eyes are the windows to the soul, etc. But there's another thing also about stare downs and all these press conferences and all these whatever. I mean, these are done days before, weeks before the fight itself. So even if you think you've got one over on your opponent, really, the only time this thing really worked, in my opinion, was back in the days when we had same day weigh-ins and same day stare downs, etc., at the weigh-ins themselves. So you got the guys, they are suffering because they've had to make weight, they're tired, they're hungry, and they're literally between 8 to 10 to 12 hours away from punching each other's heads in. So they are on, their nerves are, they're highly strung. But when you have today's fighters, who make the weight 36 hours before a fight, over 24 hours, 36 hours before a fight, I mean, come on, guys, come on. These things don't mean anything, but that's just my opinion.
You think they're gonna face the front? They not gonna face no front. They is not facing no front.
Yeah, I think they wanted to look forward.
They is not. Okay. Two time. Two time. Two time.
No, come on.
Didn't know whether to stop that or not, so if I've stopped it too early, apologies for me. But I've seen something in this little face-off. Very interesting indeed. I mean, Deontay has just fixated himself on Fury, and this is potentially the first ever time I've seen something in Fury that is a little bit different. I think he got, I'm not going to say the word nervous or anything, because I don't think he is nervous, but he's seen something different in Deontay. And terrible thing to say, because I don't like what Deontay says when he says he wants a body on his record, all that nonsense. That's just ridiculous. I mean, really? Ask Emil Griffith about having a body on your record. Ask Sugar Ray Robinson about a body on your record. Ask Barry McGuigan about a body on your record. No, man, that ain't right. But I get the mentality of saying, yes, it's do or die kind of thing. But, you know, Deontay, I can see there is something in Deontay in this that, you know, in his mind, his mindset, he's going to be prepared to walk through fire for this. But this is probably the face-off that has most impressed me, because this has just gone on, and it is weird because it unsettled all the camps. You know, so you start hearing like Big Dosser going on in here, two-time from Deontay's camp going on there, Big Dosser from Tyson Fury's camp going on there. Because people, you know what, it's really funny, because when there's silence is unnerving, it's unsettling, it gets on your nerves. It starts all your your senses to be jangling, to be, you know, on edge. This is one of the best face-offs I've seen, guys. And I'm so sorry that I've cut it short a little bit, but I've just got to say that Fury is a little bit unsettled about that as well, because I don't think he was expecting Deontay to. I think he was expecting Deontay to be loud and wild and everything on this. So in some ways, he's inverted things. Deontay Wilder, he's actually turned things on its head, and I think that's the first time I've ever seen anyone sort of play Tyson Fury. Yeah, that's good. Let's play on.
Can we have you guys turn and face forward to the cameras that are watching, please? Maybe, pretty please.
Thanks, guys. We got media to do.
Kelly, this is a totally different kind of fight. They is not doing nothing traditional. They would be like that with each other for 24
20 minutes?
Yeah, they longer. Yeah.
All right, you tell me when they're ready to break it up, okay?
Okay.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Nobody put their hand on him.
Two time. 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 Yeah.
Another KO, retire this time. Retire this time. Pack of shit houses.
Two time. Two time. Two time.
So if you notice, the two principal combatants, they haven't taken their eyes off each other, but almost as a sideshow, as an integral, another part of this little show that's going on, this theatre. You've got on the left hand side, that's Tyson Fury's brother. I mean, he's a big guy, but compared to Tyson Fury, he don't look that big, and he's jousting. They're verbally jousting with one of Deontay Wilder's camp. So, you know, they're getting visibly upset. So one's saying no time, and then someone else is saying two-time champion, and they're both sort of a few profanities going on there as well against each other. So, but the principal combatants, they are locked, they are fixated, and they are just definitely loaded, just up on each other. Then they can't hear all the stuff that's going on in the periphery. In the periphery, you've got Tyson Fury's brother, you've got this guy here with Deontay Wilder, etc., going back and forth, and they're starting to get irate and heated. But the two principal characters, they are literally blinkered on this moment and on the fight that's coming up. And I think that's incredible. Let's carry on.
Two-time.
What's that little
Two
draw
time.
about? 'Cause I'm
Two-time. Two-time. Two-time.
One punch, yeah?
Two-time. Two-time. Two-time.
Oh, Pat.
You,
Two-time.
me and you, no bother.
No. Two-time.
We ain't boxing, we're not professional boxing.
Two-time.
Anytime, boss. Yeah.
Happens a lot at these kind of things where you've got the principal combatants, they've got their own little thing going on, but there's always other shenanigans going on around about each other's crews, etc. So now you've got Fury's brother offering out this other person here, don't know what his name is, to a fist fight. Really?
Yeah. We gonna see. Two-time.
No jokes here. All you big ass.
Two-time.
Last time you play your big act, you got knocked down, didn't you? This time, you shut your fucking mouth. Shut your mouth.
Two-time.
It's a 6'5" one here.
Two-time.
Bitch.
Two-time. Two-time.
Walk away.
Two-time.
That was interesting. I mean, Deontay put his glasses back on and walked off. And the Fury camp have seen that as a victory. I mean, is it a victory? Is it a Pirate victory? Only time will tell. But I really enjoyed that face-off, and I don't really enjoy too many face-offs. I think they're pointless, to be honest with you. But that was interesting. It's an interesting sort of journey, interesting snapshot, really, into the psyche of individuals. And yeah, July 24th is going to be a good night. It's going to be a good night for boxing. Yeah, I'm not making any predictions, guys. I've always said Tyson Fury, in my opinion, if he's fit and healthy, no one can beat him. Yeah, but July 24th is going to be an awesome night. I think we are going to get something special, something spectacular, and I think we're going to get something as memorable as their first fights. I mean, the first fight was memorable. We all know why, so I'm not going to go into that. But I think this third fight, this trilogy fight, you may say, we had a draw, we had a victory, stoppage victory for Tyson Fury. So this third fight means a lot because it has implications as to what goes on as to Undisputed as well. But yeah, guys, please, can you check out my reactions? Can you share, subscribe and like? And can you put any comments in the comment section? And just let me know what you want me to react to next. Anything boxing related that you're interested in, that you want me to share my views and reactions on, that would be great. But please like and subscribe and share with your friends. And please, make Urb'n Barz the #1 boxing reaction site to go to. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Thank you very much for watching and listening. And thank you very much for adding your comments, liking, subscribing and sharing. Have a great day, guys. And thank you. Thank you.